This is not the do or die yet though. And Warriorz K.C's beauty is Ryan, could be Sushil, anybody. They
1
will
point.
step up for
Warriors
the
K.C.
occasion.
Number 56 out.
Brilliantly done here to inflict the toe touch on the right corner, and a very good factor there, Radhika, put out by you about how this team is so stacked that they always have a player who's stepping up for them in the occasion. And take a look at this. He made the error initially, but
1 point.
here in
Warriors
this
K.C.
raid, no error from the defense there. Directly attacking the legs, and Sahil gets caught.
Blind. The raider gone so blind. He could see the right corner right in front of him, but then he could not have those fast reflexes so that he could take a right turn. And this is 1 versus 4, Manpreet.
Manpreet will try the running and touch in that last-ditch effort. And the way in which he avoided the lobby suggested evidently that he did not get the touch point there. So his presence of mind allowed him to not step in the lobby. Tends to happen with Raiders. They're so used to getting points, getting into the lobby. Mohit Saini here, the running and touch. It was momentum that got
1
him to the
point.
lobby, but it
Warriors
makes no
K.C.
difference because he got the touch point.
Vasco Vipers. Number 56 out.
This is the second time the right cover is having a hard time there when the right raider steps in. Got a running hand touch there. And if you look at the defense setup of
Double entry.
Vasco Vipers.
1 technical point.
Oh my god, a technical
Vasco
point
Vipers.
for Vasco Vipers. Good one. That is a lack of coordination in Warriorz K.C's
Substitution.
raiding.
Vasco
They need
Vipers.
to talk
Number
about
4
it,
out.
who goes
11 in.
when. When both the raiders steps in, it's double entry and a technical point for Vasco Vipers. So far, it's an equal playground. Ah, look at that. Yeah, we were talking about the defensive skills in the first 10 minutes of Vasco Vipers, Ryan. When they are 28% of tackle strike rate. That means the opposite team has always got the better of them in the initial 10 minutes itself. After that, they would be under pressure. As the match progresses, they might pick up. But then this was a
1 point.
brilliant
Vasco
tackle.
Vipers.
Great ankle hold.
Indeed. And while they have a low tackle strike rate of just 27 in the first 10 minutes, they try and do much better with regards to that here by getting that tackle point. And Vasco Vipers now have the lead. Dikshit Kumar has a duty to try and add on to it. His teammates often help him, but here no help for him. Instead, it's the right corner's ankle hold that gets the help. And Warriors K.C. will tie it up once again, Radhika.
Brilliant. Look at that ankle hold and the way he plants it. And look at the team coordination, Ryan. You know, they understand who will attempt and who should go for the rescue. And this is Manpreet for us again. No bonus opportunity. Multiple skills at one go, but did not work there.
Ten more seconds and Manpreet just contains himself. And that's, I think, a very, very good quality. I think I say it in almost every game. But a traditional raider who's often used to being involved in terms of getting touch points all the time, for them to get composed and settle for that empty raid is often a very good characteristic to have. It shows how patient you are as a player. And that is very important in the game of Kabaddi, to develop that maturity and be patient on every raid, as Manpreet will come back again.
Again, a defense of 5, 6 points each, and a surprise tackle. That was good one.
1 point.
But then
Warriors K.C.
that was
Number
too
45
short
out.
of the midline, I guess. If only the raider marched into Gaurav and that surprise tackle came in, it would have been 100% success. And there was no grip at all in the tackle.
Mohit Saini now for the Vasco Vipers. He's attempted that bonus perhaps in front of Dheeraj and the left corner there for the Warriors. We will know soon enough. He's still trying that running hand touch on the
Bonus
left
point.
corner.
Vasco Vipers.
And the bonus has been secured. Well taken there.
Yeah, a loss or win for Vasco Vipers do not help them on the leaderboard of points in Pool A. But then that would definitely motivate the team going forward, because they will still have another 3 matches after this to play.
Let us save.
As we've
1 point.
spoken about,
Warriorz
how
KC.
the defensive
Number 11
errors
out.
creep in for Vasco Vipers. It is no different story even today, Ryan.
Red.
Definitely. And he was in a hurry. The way he went in and tried to get that hold. And the position of the Raider was such that he was in a better way to get back. I can't say the
out.
same with regards to this.
1
Mohit
point.
Saini
Warriorz KC.
thought he was in a good position, but it wasn't good enough to get back to the midline.
Ankle hold, brilliant one. Soft support coming in. I think they're so balanced, and when the defense is down to 3 or less, Vasco Vipers tackle strike rate
1
is
point.
the
Warriorz KC. Number
20%.
77 out.
I can't say it worst here, but then it is 20%. Who expects that? Because this is a brilliant opportunity for the defenders to grab this, but they don't make the best of it at all.
Talent needs opportunity. They made it here. Here you need to make use of your opportunities, and the
1
defender
plus 2, 3
here
points.
saw the
Warriorz
Raider in a
KC.
position where he
All
can
out.
go in,
Vasco
directly
Vipers.
hold on to his ties and pin him down. And it's not done just that. It's also inflicted the first all out in this matchup, Radhika.
Absolutely, Amadeep, 4 of 4. 100% tackle strike rate for this right corner defender. Very confident enough in his own.
Substitution.
So it's the
Warriorz
first all
KC.
out points. That's
Number 15
where
out.
the momentum will shift for Warriorz KC here.
Play continues. And what different will be the approach of the Vasco Vipers after conceding an all-out? That is important for most of the teams. Teams that lose games by a big margin, after conceding an all-out, they play the same way. And Puneet Kumar wants to make them
1
play the
point.
same way. The left
Warriorz
corner,
KC. Number
hastily
77
enough,
out.
gets caught.
But Puneet is one raider, Ryan, who believes in those flying hand touches, plays on the balk line so that the escape route is so easy. When you go for flying hand touches, you will fall flat on the mat, and you need that quick reflexes so that you reach the midline that quickly.
In and out.
And he gets
1
those
point.
skills right on
Warriorz
time. And
KC.
the defensive errors, nothing at all for Warriorz KC. How brilliantly they have been performing so far. Mohit Saini has been knocked down once again. I mean, similar skill, ankle hold from the in position.
Just wow. It's for the Vasco Vipers. They've conceded an all-out 24 times this edition, and this match was 25, and they do stuff
out.
like this time and
1
again.
point.
That
Vasco
number will
Vipers.
not increase. And here Manpreet, the double thigh hold, stopping him.
Wait, Raider. Wait.
But this tackle was good. I think it's all about the Raiders' faults there. I mean, he was clearly standing in front of him, Ryan. Sahil, yes, a defense bonus opportunity is available, as you have 6 defenders on the mat for Warriorz KC. But then we haven't seen any bonus points so far from either of the teams, Ryan.
Yeah, it has
Why is
been
he killing
relatively
time?
low.
Why is he killing time? You're not even leading.
Oh, well pointed out there, Radhika, and I'm also not too sure about what the player had in his mind. But Puneet here definitely had something in his mind, and as
1
you
point.
rightly pointed,
Warriorz KC.
the flying hand touch
Number
ability
45
has
out.
come into play again. Gaurav getting caught this time.
I mean, look at that. He plays close to the balk line and get those touches so that he has an escape route easy to the midline quicker. I mean, he's predictable but unstoppable here with those flying hand touches. Dikshit Kumar again playing on the balk line, but this defense is moving very synchronizingly. Warriorz K.C. And look at that back hole. It should be a
Red out.
high five
1 point.
for the right
Bonus
corner
point. Vasco Vipers.
defender.
Red out. 1 point.
Brilliant
Warriorz
job
K.C.
done so far from Amandeep.
Red.
Think that
I think the in position took it first, is it? So it won't be for Amardeep though. It will be for Puneet. He just inflicted a tackle and now for the raid.
Puneet can try and do it on both the ends of the floor, but not on this raid. He is very capable on the raids as well. We saw him bring out those wonderful
Vasco Vipers.
moves and also get the tackle point in that previous instance, the ankle hold. Now the Vipers coach wants to talk to his team. Let's listen into them.
इबे खास गणी लीड को ना मैं स्लो रखो इबे ठीक से बोनस ले आवड़ दम बोनस की ट्राई कर सही ले ठीक है
As we pointed out, Puneet, Ryan, none of the raiders from both the teams have gone for the bonus. The coach says go for the bonus when you have the opportunity. That's where you postpone the do or die raid for your team.
Indeed, it's important to think steps ahead with regards to how you can play on these scenarios. Manpreet was definitely thinking
point.
ahead because the
Warriorz
defender's
K.C.
reaction says for
120 out.
itself. He was not ready for that. Manpreet surely was.
Easy task. In a defense of 4, who says it's a defensive game? The raiders like this can also pull it off in that tough scenarios as well. That's the reason Warriorz K.C. are standing so strong on Pool A. And it's a super tackle opportunity. As we said, Vasco Vipers do not have a great record. 20% tackle strike rate when it comes to it. And it's a
Let us
no
save.
different story yet
1
again.
point. Warriorz K.C. Number 11 out.
Again, it comes down to momentum, and it's evidently with the Warriors K.C. And I'm not
Do or
surprised that
die.
this is how they've played throughout this entire edition. And that shows why they are contending for the top spot in their pool. And now a do-or-die raid for the Vasco Vipers. A lot up. Not just the do-or-die raid pressure, but also the pressure to revive a man. Because you're going to head back to a defense of 2. Otherwise, if you get tackled out here, your teammate's going to be left all alone. And the second all-out will be coming in. And that is exactly what's going to happen. He
1
ran
point.
into Amandeep.
Warriorz K.C.
And there's no way to escape from that.
Yeah, Amandeep's a high five. This is officially Amandeep's high five. Double thigh hold. Great job. And that's 100% tackle strike rate to him on the right corner, Ryan. And it's the second all out.
1 plus 2
Given
3
away.
points.
Easy.
Warriorz K.C.
Look
All
at
out.
that.
Vasco
And
Vipers.
when they played against each other, again in the intra-pool matches, like match number 58, they have one big, like 24 points lead was the Bengal Warriors victory against Vasco Vipers, Ryan.
Time out.
So I think
Warriorz
it
K.C.
will turn out to be a similar story.
भाई ठीक है उन जरूरत हूँ आऊँगा भीतर ठीक है पॉइंट की रीड अपनी कोई दिक्कत भीतर आऊँ नहीं मैं तो टाइट हो खेलने बस तब तब ना बोनस टाइट रखनी खड़ा नहीं होना भाई देख ठीक है ना मुझे तो खड़े हाँ बोनस पर खेलना खाऊंगा भाई हाँ वो बोनस पास थाने छोड़ना नहीं है और थाने बोनस की ट्राई करनी है भाई ठीक है ना कभी सेव रेट नहीं मारनी
Yeah, first half to be finished, but still 2 minutes remaining. Twice all out conceded by Warriorz K.C.
1 point.
Inflicted, in fact.
Vasco Vipers.
And
Number 8 out.
Vasco Vipers. Raiders are still okay, I guess, but the defenders need to hold on. Look at that. The right raider and a kick executed. The right left in is always initiating. And who is this with a beautiful smile? That is Sushil Kamrekar for us. Of course, he's got the team to that level that he has that rest today.
Raider safe. 2
Well on
points.
rest. And
Warriorz
he
K.C.
will get to
Number-
watch such brilliant moments
11
from
and
that seat
45 out.
with some comfort. as his team continues to dominate their opposition the same way they have in the previous encounter when they met each other. And here again, the defender was not even looking when he went in for that hold, and the raider easily escaped through that. And the Warriors K.C up by 15 as they look to finish the first half on a big note. Mohit Saini, his running hand touch
1
is good
point.
off the left hand.
Vasco Vipers. Number 19 and out.
Yeah, nice turn and attack. This is what you need to bring some variation in the course of the match itself.
Great.
You know, he pushes the right corner far so that he gets that speed towards the far corner and he touches, goes back.
(25-11). Puneet Kumar, has he gotten that bonus point
Bonus
there?
point.
Not too sure.
Warriors K.C.
Yes, he has. All right. I think it was on me for doubting him on that moment.
Because that's the only first bonus point from either of the teams, Ryan. So doubting
In and
is
out.
okay.
1 point.
Ah.
Warriors K.C.
The Raiders not even setting their foot on the mat. The defense is ready from Warriors K.C to pin them down. Brilliant coordination. The right cover block want to go for that dupki, but then where's the speed?
Interestingly, Manpreet here in the last trade of the first half, I think will settle for the empty one unless he decides to surprise the defenders all of a sudden. We've seen all of them do that, but
Half
Manpreet
time,
decides
the goal.
to embrace his team's lead. And at the end of 20 minutes of Kabaddi here, it is 27-11 in favor of the Warriors. 2 all-outs inflicted. A big start for them, Radhika.
Great start. They have delivered what they have expected to do so. And of course, Manpreet is start savings and already 9 or 8 points to him. Look at that, the star raider. And Amandeep on the right corner. Star defender with 5 and 2-3. That's where the Vasco Vipers were failing throughout this championship. So next going forward after this, I think they'll have 3 more matches to play, Ryan. So they need to pull it up. 2 all-outs conceded. That's where all the momentum shifted in favor of Warriorz K.C.
Definitely, and we look at the successful raids and tackles. It is 2 times in the same attempts more in the raiding front, and the tackles 7 more tackles. That is a huge differential. Of course, all of it has been led by Amandeep Kajal itself, because his high five is the second fastest this edition, and he has been spectacular in this entire matchup. You did mention about his 100% tackle strike rate. That is definitely going to be spoken about, Radhika.
Absolutely. No errors whatsoever coming in from that right corner. Great start. And the do or die raids, none of the teams have been got great of it. And look at him, Amandeep. The right raiders, he has knocked them all. Jai Hind, the left raider, also been knocked off. Sachin Jaginder once, Sahil once. He has variation in those skills. Double thigh holds are his favorite, definitely. And I like the back hold coming in from him, Ryan.
Indeed, as the Yuva All-Star Championship in association with Pan Code, would like to thank all our partners, the hospitality partner, Yashel Hotel and Hyatt Place, the travel reward partner, eastmytrip.com, Bharat Ka Travel app, trusted ATM partner, India One ATM, the official physio partner, Sai Institute of Paramedical and Allied Sciences, and not to forget our official medical partner, Bhumanand Hospital. A huge thank you to all our partners for joining hands with the Yuva fraternity for the Yuva All-Stars Championship, as Sagar Panchal will start things off with his whistle. And here comes the first raid of the second half.
Yes, this is Lalit Dalal coming in for the first time on this raid. In the defense of 5, yes, bonus unavailable, but he's just warming up for a bit. Maybe he'll have more chances in the next 20 minutes.
It's a good opportunity for them to play a little more situational kabaddi, given the fact that they have the lead, they have the cushion, and from this point, given how Warriors have
Bonus
played,
point.
we don't see
Vasco
them
Vipers.
losing the game, as another bonus point has been secured for the Vipers.
Yeah, third for them. Manpreet. Will he get his Super 10 in this raid? Just a point away from that Super 10 here. And will he get that? No. Multi-layer of
Out.
defense has
1
been
point. Vasco
put
Vipers.
him off the bench here. Maybe he was a little slow with his reflections, Ryan. Let's go back to the action and see what exactly happened in a defense of 5. He went deep in. That is what happens, you know. He executed two skills in a same raid. Once for a kick and once for a hand touch. That's where the momentum slows up.
Fielder safe. 1 point. Vasco
And
Vipers.
a raider
Number 19
who
and
is
out.
building some momentum for himself in this game is Bhargav. In the previous raid, we saw him get the bonus, and here he gets the touch point as well.
Great.
And take a look at that replay. He was vigilant enough to see that advanced movement from the defender. And all he had to do is stretch his arm out and secure the point. And now we have Puneet Kumar for the Warriors, who's coming on the left, running and touch attempted off his left hand, which is
1
good.
point. Warriorz K.C. Number 45 out.
I think Puneet got all his raid points on that left cover itself, Ryan. You know, in that case, the left cover need to be so cautious about his attacks.
One point. Vasco Vipers. Number 30 out.
Beautiful. Beautifully done. Shivansh the victim on that raid. And Mohit's again running hand touch on the legs. He stretched, he bent, and he conquered. 15-28. It's still a 13-point lead. And that is why it's not doing much of damage to the Warriors. Lalit Dalal here is coming on the raid. He will try to quickly get a point, which he has
Bonus point.
mostly
Warriorz
done. Did the
K.C.
left corner get caught? No, it's a bonus point.
Yeah, the only second raid for that young raider coming off the bench. Got that bonus point. Mohit Saini in a defense of 5. Yes. He's, oh my God, end line. Man, if the raider is swift with his footwork, that's where the confusion happens with the defense. And in that confusion, one of the defenders steps
1
end line
point.
and he's
Vasco
being
Vipers.
called.
Number 1 out of bound.
All these points will come under the extra points when we look at the overall scoreboard.
Great.
Yeah, I think these technical points is something that all teams should try and contain whatsoever, because you don't want to give away these freebies, especially without a touch. Kabaddi is all about the touch points, the moment you make contact. But when you have two players going in, committing the
1
error,
point.
stuff like that is expensive.
Warriorz
And here the
K.C.
right corner,
Number 11 out.
again, too advanced, very close to the balk line as well. Sachin Krishnan has not had a good comeback, Radhika.
Great.
He was not prepared. That's the thing. And Mohit Saini, yes, he has done a decent job in the raiding department for Vasco Vipers. Very good speed, but then will he get through? No.
Let it out.
But look at the
1
dive
point.
tackle,
Warriorz
not on a
K.C.
single ankle, but he dives on both of them, that the raider collapses completely. He does not have even that inch to move.
Great.
Cutting the space down, which makes it tough for any player on occasions like that. Now, cutting the lead down is something that the Vasco Vipers will have to do, or else it will get hard for them. Lalit Dalal is trying to add on to it. Another all-out would more or less seal the game for sure for the Warriorz K.C.
No back calling.
They will look to do that eventually as play continues here in the second half.
Yes, a bonus opportunity is there. Look at the Bhargav
1
Manrekar's
point.
performance.
Vasco
150
Vipers.
raid
Number
points
19 and out.
and raid strike rate of 53% in all Yuva editions. 28 matches played. So he got that a little landmark crossed with 150 raid points. Good job. But then he was being called off the bench today.
Great.
Indeed. He has showed us why he's one of those all Yuva star players. 150 points, an achievement for him to remember, and it's come out here today against the Warriorz K.C. at the Yuva All-Stars Championship. Puneet Kumar now for the Warriors. He has the bonus on as well, but we've seen them going for the bonus on very rare occasions. And the Vipers also throwing in that advanced defense makes it tough. But Manpreet has got the Super 10. Big performance from him, Radhika.
Absolutely back to back, and yeah, fourth for this All Stars edition. So, as we say, none of the team is not dependent on single
out.
player. Everybody contributes.
point,
That's the reason we
Warriorz
don't
K.C.
get to see lot of Super 10s, but then everybody contributes for the 10. But look at this brilliant tackle coming in, right opportunity, and look at the way he turns
Do
the
or
raider
die.
around and pulls him back all by himself.
Do or die raid. 15 points is what the lead is. It will be more or less after this raid. Manpreet here. Oh, beautiful hold to
out.
stop him.
1 point.
And just as he
Vasco
celebrates
Vipers.
his Super 10, I think the Vipers tell him you head back to the bench and celebrate it from there.
None of the teams have been successful in the do-or-die raid so far. The right corner had done a great job here. Manpreet a little slow in his footwork, that's what I feel. The speed is little reduced though. Maybe they do not want to get into a lot of contact and get injuries because they knew that they will go ahead and win this match for sure.
1 point. Vasco Vipers. Number 33 out.
Amandeep will be thinking, after having such a good record, why did he just go in and commit that error? Might not be too costly depending on the outcome of the game, but sometimes you have a perfect record, you want to keep it up there. That will be the thought for him. Puneet Kumar now is coming. Be careful of the surprise running and touches here. Gaurav, too
1
hasty,
point.
tried to pick
Warriorz
on him.
K.C.
It wasn't good
Number
enough as
45
Puneet
out.
comes out strong.
I mean, wherever he plays, the left cover is his target. Whether he goes and attacks or he invites the left cover to attack him. So he escapes.
Let it out.
More
1
tiny,
point. Warriorz
just
K.C.
running into a chain of defenders there. Warriors K.C. are doing it on both the ends, and I think they just want to get that all out and put this game to rest, not give chances to the Vipers. Now they are down to 5. If this raid goes successful, it's going to be more pressure on them. Lalit Dalal has come in for it.
Yeah, Lalit Dalal called off the bench, and he's got already
1
2
point.
points.
Warriorz K.C.
One in the form of bonus and
Number
one
11
he
out.
escapes here. As I see, this match will definitely go in favor of Warriors K.C. Ryan. Let's talk what happens when Warriors K.C. go ahead and be the table topper for Pool A. I know Jaipur Pink Cubs would not like it when we say this, but hypothetically, if they win and go ahead and be the table topper for Pool A, that would be the greatest advantage that the table
Bonus
toppers
point.
of each pool will
Vasco
have.
Vipers.
When they play head to head, they play best of the 3 matches, and the one who wins, they will enter the grand finale directly. So that is where the Warriors KC is eyeing on. But I don't think Jaipur Pink Cubs will take it that easy for that position.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, and I'm sure Warriors will be wanting every opposition that Jaipur Pink Cubs have from here on to give it their best, to go ahead, win the matches against them, if not a draw, some way to contain that team, because they also have had a very good run here in the Yuva All-Stars Championship. They are also a team to beat, the same way how the Warriors K.C. are. They've won 7 in a row, and today, Radhika, they are likely, or they are on the way to make it 8 wins in a row, as Bhargavya in the last 10 seconds wanted to get the right corner,
1 point.
but the result is the
Warriors
same.
Yeah, that is Amandeep yet again for us with his brilliant skills. This time around, a different skill. That's a back hold. And the left cover responds swiftly for that tackle. That is what his coordination required. And a super tackle opportunity. None of them converted so far by Vasco Vipers. Just 20% tackle strike rate in these situations, where the situations is typically the defensive favorite situation, but they didn't make best of it, and not again.
They will go down from 3-2,
Let us say
and
1
the
point.
reason being
Warriors K.C.
Manpreet, the raider,
Number 56 out.
who's adding on to his Super 10 with points like this.
Great.
And it was the defender who wanted the super tackle more than Manpreet who wanted the touch point. Sometimes your wants might be a little too much and you do pay the price. Vasco Vipers under pressure now. Two of them on the defense, Radhika.
Super tackle opportunity, and will they grab it this time? Pull him back. The follow-through actions are so important in Kabaddi, and you don't do it right. This is the third all-out point inflicted by Warriorz K.C. 2 for the touch, 2 for the all-out. Brilliant show by Warriorz K.C. here. And the score difference for Vasco Vipers is 132 when they started this match, Ryan, and the team above them is just 32 points minus. So if you look at the competition between the 5th and the 6th team also, there is a huge margin.
चेंज एक तो भाई तो एक बार रेड और देख लेती ठीक है एक तो मैच तो जाए लिया भाई जितनी हो उसका लीड कम कर लो भाई जितनी हो उसका ठीक से खुल गया चालन दे तो जान देंदी बरकना.
It's so tough even for the coaches, Ryan, to stay there. How much can you motivate the kids? He's completely giving up. At least says, at least control the score difference. That's what he says.
Agreed. And now, how they play from here on, I think Warriors would just want to add to their points difference. That is what they have to play for from here. Vasco Vipers, I don't know if they can more or less concede that, but here Mohit Saini is definitely conceded because of the defensive brilliance of the Warriors KC once again.
Is it the 8th tackle point for Amandeep? Look at him. Dive tackle on the ankles.
Vasco Vipers challenge, bonus point. Our decision, no bonus. Please review.
Okay, thank you, referee. Director, please show me the bonus. Roll back, please. Yes. Okay, forward. 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 Roll back. Okay, director, I am happy. I am ready with my decision. Thank you.
Review unsuccessful, no bonus. Vasco Vipers, your reviews or no more reviews.
Yeah. No bonus awarded, even after the review. Review lost. But then that will not make any difference, I guess, Ryan. Yes, this 1 minute, how much can they get motivated here? Let's listen to the coaches.
तो करो खुल का तो खेल लो आराम से हैं ओके दिक्कत है ट्राई तो करो जितना हो सके कैच बने तो ले लो कने भाई अजय वो तो चेंज है भाई हाँ तो कि मैं कर रहा मेरा बेटा सारा मैच हो गया खड़िया में जा लिया मैच तेल के चेंज मैडम आ जा रहे
Yeah. 13th match is what Vasco Vipers is playing. They just won 2 of
Number
it,
77 out.
a tie,
63.
and this could be the 10th loss for them. And the score difference, it's better, they don't know that because it's more than 130 minus points. Then they're just not losing, but losing by big margins. And if you look at Pool A points table, with this win, Warriorz K.C. will jump up to the ladder for the first spot, pushing Jaipur Pink Cubs down. So they will be the table topper for today. And next is the Jaipur Pink Cubs. Palani Tuskers is on the third. UP Falcons, yes, they are on the top 4. That's where all the teams want to be in the initial stages. Once you are on the top 4, you want to be the table topper of that pool. So that is where you need to aim. And of course, Warriorz K.C. has aimed it right, and if they win this, they will be there. First year attempt.
Very well. I think those 2 matches in hand is going to be important, and that's why the Cubs have a 2-match cushion also in terms of that top spot. Nitin Jangra has come up quickly for a raid here, and this allows the Warriors to just fill on every instance. What just happened there,
1
Radhika?
point. Warriorz K.C. Number 54 out.
Bhargav, once the captain for
Raid.
Vasco Vipers, he's just lost that motivation there, Ryan. Look at that score difference. 23 is the score difference in this match. Earlier, they have lost it by 24. And this match, it's already 23 points a difference. And you still have 5 minutes.
Exactly. But I think what might tend to happen in a situation like this is that the team can just relax a little more. A team has a big lead. That's why we see them just be a lot more easy in terms of giving points away. So sometimes in Kabaddi, we see the teams that's trailing score a few more points. But with
1
Manpreet
point.
raiding like this,
Warriorz
Radhika,
KC.
I don't think
63
that's
out.
going to happen.
Absolutely. Plus a 24 in favor of Warriorz K.C. Look at that. He uses multiple
Do or
skills in
die.
one attack. It's a do or die for the Vasco Vipers. Dikshit Kumar. It's a left raider playing on the block line. A bonus attempt,
out.
but then
1
Amandeep
point.
there.
Warriorz
Brilliant
KC.
tackle. 8th tackle point. Is it 9th? I'm missing the count. Just one failed tackle for him so far. Sure, this should be the 9th. Proper anticipation, Ryan. Look at that. That fraction, he grabs up that ankle.
ismytrip.com, Bharat travel app. Our partners will be giving out a voucher to both the star raider and the star defender of this match. And I think it should be Manpreet and Amandeep from the Warriors, especially how they've taken charge on both the fronts, has been sensational. And the Vasco Vipers want to bring in the do-or-die raid on the super tackle situation, Radhika.
It's a super tackle they are eyeing on, but they have got this opportunity 4 times, even before this, but they haven't converted any. So at least you would have killed some time and came back a little late, so that the score difference, what the coach has said, might have helped them.
Let us save 1 point. Warriorz K.C. Number 45 out.
Gaurav commits an error and the great anti-block has helped the raider power his way through the defender in that occasion. Jai Hind settles for the empty, and we're back on with a similar situation, but the Warriors, I think, want to push the Vasco Vipers through that do-or-die raid.
This is what we want, such time-killing raids from Warriorz K.C. as they're leading with 26 points, 2.5 minutes in the game. If they wish, they could go ahead and concede one more all out there, but then they're just taking it easy here.
Do or
But if you
die.
look at this is the left raider and the right corner. This will be the battle we will want to witness. Jai Hind versus Amandeep. He has 9 tackle points so far. We have seen two perfect 10s in this edition, Ryan. One from Nitin Jangra and Sandeep Saini. Will he be the third one? If he get that, yes! He
out.
should get that.
1 point.
Brilliant,
Warriorz K.C.
perfect 10 for him.
And how cool it is. He is joining his colleague on the other side who already has one. And here he can go tell it to him. I know I had it in my team. We would have our fun internal battles, the
1
healthy
3
ones with
points.
our own
Warriorz
teammates. I'm
K.C.
sure he's doing the
All out.
same.
Vasco
As
Vipers.
another all out has been inflicted. Radhika Warriors K.C. have crossed the threshold, I think. They've crossed that 24-point mark as their previous outing with the same team.
Yeah, long time they have crossed it, and this is the 4th all-out inflicted on Vasco Vipers. 4 all-outs is 8 extra points for the team, Ryan.
It's like you don't pay your taxes, it compounds higher and higher. And a perfect 10
Let it out.
for
1
Amandeep
point.
Kajal.
Warriorz
Raider
K.C.
out once again. We didn't entirely see that, but we knew the outcome more or less because that's how this entire game has been. It's a landslide in terms of the number of tackles they have over the opposition. And the Vasco Vipers, Radhika, I think they just want this match to end.
I know. They wanted it to end long time, but look at that back hold. Very risky one, but as they're leading, they could take those chances though. Sumit Rathi, again a younger raider. You know, look at that, Vasco Vipers. Warriorz K.C. have come back with a few bench strength they are playing today, but then they are not able to put up a big fight against the bench strength as well.
Indeed, that tends to be a factor that they need to keep in mind. Bhargav had something in mind in terms of getting a raid point,
1 point.
but
Warriorz K.C.
Ronak just held on to him. 2 more Warriors came in and stopped Bhargav.
Just the first tackle point for Ronak today. He's failed thrice, but then this time around he gets it right in the 9 minutes of the match. First one for him. Look at that, 52-20, 32 points is the score difference. Earlier they won by 24 points, and this time it is 32 plus counting. That too with a bench strength.
Trying to quickly get a point, but
1 point.
the
Warriorz
dash has been
K.C.
inflicted. Shivansh with a strong dash to deny Jai Hind.
Yeah, solo
Do or
dash, that
die.
is brilliant one. That is, I think so far we had the highest difference of a victory is 34 points in the second match of this day, Ryan. So will Warriorz K.C. match up there, because it should be a do or die. They should get a point. Try at least. Maybe he wanted to kill the time, but then attack. At least attack. You're just giving it
Let it
up.
out. 1 point. Vasco Vipers.
Finally, Warriorz K.C. go ahead and win this match, and they become the table toppers of Pool A, pushing the Jaipur Pink Cubs to the second spot.
Match
So
over.
this is the 8th victory in a row for Warriorz K.C. What a brilliant show. And look at the milestones that they have achieved as well, Ryan. 4th Super 10 for the Raider, Manpreet. And Amandeep Kajal gets the, perfect 10 along with his fellow mate Sandeep.
A very good day of Kabaddi, in fact, for them. They've done it on both the ends. You have their key raiders, you have their key defenders putting up good points. I'm sure it's a good outing for them, and their streak lives on because the Warriors have blazed past another challenge, and now it's 8 in a row. Who's going to stop them, Radhika?
I think only when they play against Jaipur Pink Cubs, that's the only option I see there. Yeah, if you look at the full time 40 minutes, what happened? 53-21. It's a 32-point victory for 32-point victory for Warriorz K.C. 25-13 in terms of the raiding duties. 20-5. Look at that. In any given match, Ryan, 13 to 14 tackle points, we consider it the best defensive unit. And if you look at that 20 figure, what more does that mean to us? 10 coming from one single defender, Amandeep. And yes, 8 points for those all out. Those extra points always helps. And the star raider is Manpreet yet again. Is the 4th Super 10 prime. It's a brilliant coordinated team. Manpreet with 15 raid points, raid strike rate of 75%, a great start, and 10 points to Amandeep Kajal. 91% tackle strike rate to him. Just one mistake he has done in the defense, and Puneet supports every time he is called for. 7 raid points with 50%, 7 raid points with 50% raid strike rate. And Shivans contributes with 5. Dheeraj contributes with 2. Lalit, who comes so best, contributes with 2. And everybody, Ronak finally gets that tackle point, one of it. And Nitin Jangra gets 1 point as well. On the other side, Ryan.
On the other side, well, we could not fill up the entire list the same way we did for the other team, but it is Mohit Saini who had the positive note, 7 points, 4 points for Bhargav on the raiding front, Dikshit 3 points in totality, and Sachin with 3, Ajay Moore with a single point as well. So the Vasco Vipers, another day to forget for them in terms of Kabaddi. This is not Division 3, this is the Yuva All-Star Championship. The stakes are a lot higher, and now we will head to the man who's touching everything perfect. It is Amandeep who had the perfect 10, and we will get to hear from him as Naveen has got him alongside him. Let's listen into them.
Thank you so much, commentators, and thank you so much there, Prakash, on the Tamil commentary as well. Yes, I do have the man who's got the third perfect 10 in the Yuva All-Star Championship 2025, and I've got Amandeep Kajal with me. काजल सरनेम होती है आपकी, अमनदीप काजल, है ना? सरनेम बढ़िया. लेकिन दूसरे डिफेंडर हो आप वॉरियर्स केसी से जो परफेक्ट 10 बोले तो पता है आपको क्या है? क्या?
हाई फाइव
वाला, डबल वाला. हाँ, वही सही बोला आपने. सो अगर एक मैच में 10 पॉइंट लेके आते हैं डिफेंडर तो उसको परफेक्ट 10 बोलते हैं हम लोग. लेकिन ये छोड़िए, लेकिन आपके परफेक्ट कोच के बारे में बात करेंगे. प्रवीण साहब, इतने ही कम बोलते हैं आपकी तरह या ज्यादा बोलते हैं?
नहीं, कम ही बोलते हैं.
क्यों ऐसे?
बस ऐसा ही स्वभाव है.
ऐसा ही स्वभाव है आपकी तरह. लेकिन आप मुझे ये बताइए, आपके रेडर्स भी बहुत अच्छे कर रहे हैं काम. आज सुशील को भी रेस्ट ले लिया आपने. तो ये टीम अब एकजुट होकर जो टॉप पर पहुंच रही है, वो कैसे बन रहा है? माहौल कैसा है आपका रूम में, होटल रूम में? कौन ज्यादा मतलब मजेदार कौन है आपकी टीम में से?
मजेदार मनप्रीत ही है.
मनप्रीत ही है. मैं देख रहा था अभी ना कैमरा के सामने, अभी वो आएंगे. पहले दूसरों के हमारे युवा के टीम से एक फोन लेके पहले देख के कि मैं अच्छा लग रहा हूँ नहीं लग रहा हूँ, ये देख के आएंगे अभी. ऐसे ही हो?
हाँ, बिल्कुल फनी.
हाँ, बिल्कुल फनी. मैच से पहले कैसे तैयार होते हैं मनप्रीत?
मैच से पहले तो सभी सीरियस होते हैं.
सीरियस?
हाँ, जो कोच साहब बोलते हैं वैसे प्लानिंग के हिसाब से.
बिल्कुल. और आपके टैकल्स भी एक दो देख लेंगे. आज बहुत बढ़िया पकड़ा था आपने. सारे बैक होल्ड्स. ये बैक होल्ड्स कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? क्योंकि कॉर्नर में तो एंकल होल्ड ज्यादा देखते हैं हम. सर्कल वर्कल कबड्डी खेली थी आपने? कुछ ऐसी की थी?
नहीं.
तो ये बैक होल्ड देखिए बहुत बढ़िया, देखिए डाइविंग है, बैक होल्ड हो गया या पीछे रेडर से पीछे चले गए और सीधे कमर पर अटैक मार रहे हो, ये कहाँ से सीखी?
बस वैसे जैसे पहले ग्राउंड पे प्रैक्टिस करते हैं,
हाँ
सीखते रहते हैं।
नहीं नहीं ऐसे थोड़ी, किसको देख के तो सीखना पड़ेगा। ये मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं अभी, जल्दी किससे सीखी कैसे सीखी वो सब बताना पड़ेगा, जल्दी बताइए।
नहीं ऐसे तो किसी को नहीं देखते,
हाँ।
बस प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, जैसे ग्राउंड पे प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं, शकील की करते रहते हैं।
तो आज ना 6 बजे बाद मैं आपको और प्रवीण साहब को एक बात करने की क्लास लगा रहा हूँ, कोचिंग, आप दोनों पहुंच जाना, ठीक है? ठीक है।
नहीं, नहीं।
ये दोनों पहुंच जा देंगे, ये दोनों मेरे क्लास में पहुंच जाएंगे। ओवर बैक टू यू गाइस फॉर ऑल द कंक्लूजन्स।
Naveen, let their actions speak louder than they talk. So I think that's where they're good at. And this is Manpreet for us. 15 rate points in this match. 7.5 against this season's average. He has bettered himself as he grew up in Yuva All-Star Championship here. 75% rate strike rate. Given the opportunity, he has done a better job today. And is a fourth super 10 for him. Very well played. He's got the momentum right from the go, and he has taken it consistently throughout that 40 minutes, Ryan.
Or he's most certainly has, because of how good he has been. Only in a few occasions we saw him get caught, but otherwise he has been having his own way. And I'm sure, as we pointed out, Naveen got us the story of how he ensured he looks good. I think he's happy with how he looks, although no smile. He is the star raider. We look at his zone-wise success. He's gotten points right at the top, 9 between the backline and the midline, and just behind the middle at the most central part of his side of the mat, he's gotten 6 points. So Manpreet goes through the middle and secures all his points, and he gets a wonderful voucher as well, Radhika.
Absolutely, very well done. Star raider of this match is Manpreet for us with 15 rate points. I only wish he gets those bonus points as well. He should work on that. And yes, this is the star defender of this match, Amandeep Kajal. 10 tackle points is a perfect 10 for him. 11 tackle attempts, 91% tackle strike rate, as we see improvement in his stats as well as he progresses in this championship, Ryan.
Indeed. And he is happy with his performance. Just that one missed tackle, Radhika, as we discussed. Otherwise, he's been spectacular. 10 tackle points. He got his high five in the first itself, and then he added on another in the second. And he's got almost all the key raiders on the opposition. He is the star defender for today.
Absolutely, he's exhibited every skill, though it's back hold, ankle hold, dive tackles or chain tackles, he's got them all. Star defender of the match, Amandeep Kajal. He's been rewarded, and look at this star moment of the match where Manpreet gets that all-out point for the team. He has the longest reach possible, and he makes sure he gets better of those two defenders, and how he rolls about it and turns it into his own. Great job. Star moment of the match for Mandi.
That was a nice way how he escaped the clutches of those defenders to set himself free and get to the midline. That is the star moment of the match.
And yes, Warriorz K.C, though they have qualified even before this match, they go win this match and they become the table topper for Pool A. And the Jaipur Pink is right under them with 56 points and 2 less matches playing. So I think there's a big battle with the Jaipur Pink Cubs there for Warriorz K.C. Who will be the table topper will be the key. Of course, Palani Tuskers, the UP Falcons. They make sure they wanted to stay there at least in the top 4. Vasco Vipers, a 10th lot for them, and look at the score difference, 1-6. Junior Steelers has not been impressive at all. So another for the teams, approximately. So that's where it ends in the first round. And if you look at the Pool B points table, Ryan.
Yeah, it is very interesting here in Pool B because only Yuva Yoddhas have secured a spot next round. Yuva Mumba might have to do a lot more than just win matches to get that top spot. Sonipat Spartans tied with them right there. Chandigarh Chargers with 36, Yuva Paltan with 25 points, and Kurukshetra Warriors with 20 as well. So it does look a little difficult for Yuva Paltan also to up and take over that fourth spot. But this being the game of Kabaddi, anything and ever possible. So the next few days of matches in the pool round is going to be very, very interesting for us to see how the teams unfurl. But to finish off the week here on this Sunday, it is going to be the Chandigarh Chargers taking on Yuva Mumba live at the Vandna Kataria Indoor Stadium at 5:30 p.m. live and exclusive on FanCode. Do join us for that game. As for this one, these are your commentators, Ryan and Radhika, signing off. Have a nice day.
Kabaddi, 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 kabaddi.